Wyatt Earp's decision to quit wearing a star and leave Dodge City provoked controversy which is still discussed to this day. Dodge City knew Marshal Earp as an honest peace officer who had helped change their town from a rowdy cow camp to a law-abiding small city. But the hoodlum element and some of their descendants used profanity in slandering Marshal Earp. Therefore, Dodge City's farewell to Wyatt was highly charged with emotion and suspense.
Stay here. Now rack those guns.
Yes, sir. Ain't you gonna arrest us?
No. You got lots of cause for celebrating. You go inside and yell and scream and laugh all you want to, but you rack your guns.
They ought to get a good pistol whipping.
No. They got a right to express their opinion of me if they want to. Just rack your guns. Now go on.
Thank you, Marshal.
What is this, Wyatt? I heard yelling and shooting.
These Texans seem to want to celebrate Wyatt's leaving town.
And Wyatt let him off.
Should have busted their skulls.
Don't be soft. Arrest them, Wyatt.
No, sir. I don't want any trouble the last days of my job. Now, it'd be pretty small of me to throw those men into jail because they express an honest opinion of me. And Doc, Morgan, you and Virgil stay out of the saloons. I don't want any fighting on my account. Morgan, you haven't gotten all the equipment together for our trip yet. You better hop to it.
Wyatt, I want to talk to you. This is serious.
Yes.
Why should anyone hate Wyatt? He's only done his job.
Well, no marshal ever won a popularity contest. Besides, Wyatt is a northerner in a town full of southerners, and the Civil War is not long over. You know, being from Georgia, it's a marvel I don't hate him myself.
They don't show any ordinary human gratitude. You could have killed 10 of them instead of just throwing them in jail. Why, do you realize in all the time you've been in Dodge, you only killed one man, and that by accident?
Yeah, well, one was too many.
Well, you're not leaving with a mere thank you. Judge Tobin and I have made up our minds to that.
No, wait a minute. I don't want a big fuss on anything. What's going on?
You'll find out. Come on in the store.
Oh.
And after prayers by Father Mahoney, why, I'll make my speech. Then Judge Tobin will present you with a testimonial plaque. You'll say a few words. We'll have the barbecue.
Wait a minute. Now, look, I thank you for all the kind words, but I don't want any testimonial.
First, that's just your modesty.
No, sir. It's just good common horse sense.
Indeed, now.
There are a lot of cowhands out there in those cow camps that don't like me. They might start trouble.
Disturbing the ceremony? I dare 'em. I'll turn out the GAR with guns as a guard of honor.
Well, you're going to have a big brawl, huh? With all those women and children around.
There'll be absolutely no disturbance.
I don't want to seem ungrateful, but...
I want you to go and talk to the judge, Wyatt. Don't make any decision until you've listened to the judge.
All right.
He's waiting for you in the office. I had a hunch I'd have trouble with you. Of all the difficult, stubborn, hard-headed... I take it back. You're a fine young man. God love you.
And you're the best, Mayor Kelly. I'll go see the judge. Well, I got a lot of friends in this town, Judge Tobin. I got a lot of enemies, too. A lot of them. I know it sounds ungracious, but I just don't think a testimonial is wise. I'm very grateful to you and Mayor Kelly and the rest of them, but I know that as soon as
No, Wyatt. You don't know. Now, sit down, will you, please?
Yes.
Dodge City owes you a great deal, but you owe Dodge City something, too. Now, Jim has hired Neil Brown to take your place as marshal.
Well, Neil's a very good man.
Yes, but he's no Wyatt Earp. He needs the assurance that the whole town's behind him, that Dodge City will not tolerate hoodlums. Now, how would it look if word got around that we want to give Marshal Earp the send-off he deserves, but we're afraid there'll be a riot?
Well,
I know you think we're selfish, and we are. But you and Jim and I have worked a long time to bring law and order to Dodge.
Yes, sir, we have.
One more thing, Wyatt, and I want you to believe this. He'll be leaving us with some wonderful memories.
Well, sir, I was thinking of one memory I'd like to forget. And that was the day I first rode into your Dodge City. It was curiosity that led me to visit its Boot Hill. And as I looked around, I thought of the men buried there, both good and bad, and wondered how I'd fare as the new marshal of this violent cow town. Well, as it turned out, that moment of curiosity was mighty fortunate for me.
Howdy.
You related to the deceased?
Oh, no, I'm just coming into town. Thought I'd stop by. This is your Boot Hill, huh?
That's right, mister. I'm Pete Bradshaw. I'm the sexton. I guess that's what you call it, but mostly I just dig graves.
You got a funeral today, huh?
Well, it ain't certain. The boys told me to get a grave ready. They aim to kill this new marshal that's coming here, Wyatt Earp.
Oh?
Yeah. You see, they chased Jack Allen, that's the old marshal, out of town. So George Hoover, that's the mayor. So George up and he hires this Wyatt Earp by telegraph. Seems like this here fella Earp made a big reputation in Wichita. I reckon this is big enough for Earp.
Well, it might be a little bit longer.
Oh, you know Earp?
Hmm.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's about, I'd say just about my height.
Well, you'd run to about 6'1"?
Just about.
6 inches I'll have to add onto this grave. Sure glad you come along, Mr.
Earp.
Yeah, Earp. Huh? You joking with me?
Well, I never joke in cemeteries, Mr. Bradshaw.
But you're just a young fella. You ain't hardly more than a boy.
Guess I kind of aged fast.
I kind of put my foot in it, didn't I?
Don't worry about it.
That's seeing you're such a good sport. I'm going to give you a tip.
Oh.
Don't walk down Front Street. That's the main drag. They'll be laying for you along Front Street.
They will, huh?
Yeah. Hoover and the deputies are holed up in the jail. That's on the plaza. So you go down one of the side streets and kind of sneak in the back door of the jail. That's my advice.
Thank you, but aren't you kind of talking yourself out of a good job?
Well, if it ain't you, it'll be somebody else. And this hole ain't gonna run away. Well, good luck, Mr. Earp.
Thank you, Mr. Bradshaw. And say you might make that about 6 inches wider, too. I like a lot of elbow room.
I saw a man with a star. It must be Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp's in town. Hey, Wyatt Earp is here.
Hey, you Wyatt Earp? That's right.
Take care of your friend. Stop moaning. You're not hurt that bad. Here, plug it up with that. Go see the doc. Hold it! Go pick up your friends. Bushwhackers. Anybody else that doesn't like the new marshal?
Well, I found out there were. And the day Ned Buntline got himself into trouble and we found ourselves trapped, I was really scared.
Oh, no.
What is it?
Get out on your faces, everybody!
nobody alive in there.
We'll make sure. Burn it down. I'll cover you.
Now's our chance. I think they're reloading. Mr. Buntline, here's where I use your gun.
Of course, they weren't all unpleasant memories, Judge. I'll never forget my meeting with Shotgun Gibbs a year or so ago in Wyoming. I've been grateful for it ever since. He became the best deputy I ever had. Mr. Gibbs was a solitary man who lived in outlaw country and was determined to be left alone. That's all he wanted, was just to be left alone. When I rode up to his spread that day and was roped into hearing his theories about a peaceable life, well, it didn't take him long to show me that when he said he was a peaceable man, he could darn well prove it.
Can't you read?
Yeah, I can read, Mr. Gibbs.
Now, I'm a peaceable man. I love peace. Oh. But if I don't learn you, I'll have all creation a-riding in here. You any good with your fist?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, that's a relief. 'Cause I sure hate to whip a man who can't put up a decent fight.
Wouldn't you like to talk a little bit first?
Nope. You're too darn fancy. Stand still, will you?
All right.
You're too darn good with your fists.
Now, why don't you just agree to a little conversation, huh?
I come out here to get away from talk. You go put on your guns.
Where are yours?
I'm gonna fetch it right now.
Good. Yes, sir, Mr. Gibbs did indeed fetch it. And as we went for our weapons, I was in for another surprise. I soon discovered the reason for his curious nickname.
Ain't you got a 45?
I like this. We'll shoot at my distance.
I'm taking unfair advantage, Mr. Gibbs. You can't do much damage at that distance with the shotgun.
You stay where you are. When I raise my gun, you start a firing.
You've had enough, Mr. Gibbs? Look, you want peace? I'm a peace officer.
You hear me? I'm a United States Deputy Marshal.
Let me see that pistol you shot me with. A 12-inch barrel.
It's a Buntline special. Hey, your shot almost blew my head off. What were you using?
It's a rifle slug, hand-loaded into a brass case. It's my own invention, but it takes a British Greener shotgun to handle it. You could have killed me, but you didn't do it. That makes me beholden to you.
Well, you'll have a chance to get even, Mr. Gibbs. Here.
And, Judge, I thought I was going to need Shotgun Gibbs the day the Bar Q boys turned out in Dodge, hoping to see me get beat up by Big Rance and his friends. Rance challenged me to a fight. His reputation with his fists had me worried, but, well, it was a challenge that could not be ignored without its effect. I didn't have much choice.
Your name, Rance?
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah. Give us first,
Wyatt! Stop it! Stop it! What happened? Why is Wyatt fighting?
He had no choice.
You stop him! He's lost his mind! He'll put his eyes out! He'll blind him!
Can't stop a fight. Ranch won't quit.
Wyatt, stop it! Stop it!
Throw some water on it. You can take more of a beating than this.
No, Wyatt, please! You whipped him! Just
Stay
get
back,
up!
Sally. Keep her back.
He's had all he can take.
All right. Anybody else want some?
Yeah, I do. Driscolls can't whoop you. Us Rakels can.
No, Wyatt, don't fight anymore!
She's right. You're tired. Look, I either run this town or I don't. Come on, get up!
Well, when he finally did get up, he knew the Bar Q wasn't running Dodge City.
But remember, Wyatt, they all have more respect for the man wearing that star.
Maybe, but we shouldn't give him any excuse for a wild send-off.
Do you really mean that you'd leave Dodge without a fitting tribute to the work you've done? And let it be said that we're all scared of a few hoodlums?
I just haven't looked at it that way. Well, I guess I'll go through with it.
Ah, thank you, Wyatt.
Do me a big favor, will you?
Yes?
You try and persuade Mayor Kelly to limit his speech to a very, very, very short one.
Well, that'll be difficult. But I'll do my best.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Right, Wyatt. Joe, it's good to see you.
Well,
Yeah.
nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Too.
Fine.
Been a long time. How are you? Almost time to commence and no sign of Wyatt.
He'll be here. He said he would.
We can delay a few minutes, Jim. And if he isn't here, you can use your long speech. Have you got it with you?
Have I? Right here. 20 minutes. And since our official guest of honor, Marshal Earp, has been detained on official business, I will ask Judge Tobin to show you the testimonial plaque we had made in Kansas City. I'm sure you will agree that the judge and I have spent your free will contributions wisely. Judge Tobin.
We decided on a silver star and an inscription plate mounted on a genuine mahogany shield. From the citizens of Dodge City to Marshal Wyatt Earp. At the risk of his life and facing many enemies, he gave us law and order.
And now, my friends, before I introduce the distinguished gentleman on the platform, I have an announcement to make. Here he comes now. Here he comes now. Look, there's the marshal. You're late, Wyatt.
Come
on up here, Wyatt.
Come on up here. You're to sit there by the testimonial plaque.
Thank you.
The barbecue is about to begin, so I will not detain you long with my oration. But of Wyatt Earp, the man we honor today, it can truly be said, we love him for the enemies he has made. To paraphrase from Lord Macaulay, these enemies hate Wyatt Earp, and he will deserve our love so long as he is hated by such as they. Liars, thieves, poltroons, scoundrels, such they are, and such as they are, may all who hate him be.
Come on.
I hope that you will believe that your hard and dangerous duty has been well worthwhile.
Thank you, sir. Get ready to see what that shooting's about.
And now may I present this plaque.
Go on, Morg. Hop up in the wagon.
We'd rather have a new one made and send it to you in Arizona.
A new one without the bullet hole.
I'd rather have this one. Kind of like those bullet holes. It's a special endorsement from the Bar W. Judge, thank you for everything.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Mayor Kelly,
Goodbye, Wyatt.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I go with you, please.
Later, my friend. You let me go out to Arizona and find out what it's all about first, huh? Morg? Roll 'em, Virgil.
Wait for me, Wyatt. Hold on a minute. You got another passenger. Any objections?
But, Doc, what would Arizona be like without you? Hop aboard.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Roll 'em, Virgil.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
You'll hit me.
Why, ain't never hit anyone yet. Just stand still, Buntline.
That's enough. You've proved you can do it.
I gotta draw a picture of the famous Ned Buntline, who wrote all them storybooks about Western heroes.
But you don't have to aim so close.
Well, I gotta draw an accurate picture. Now, hold your head where it was. No, a little bit to the left. There. Now I can finish your head.
You're gonna finish me.
Well, if you live, you can put it in a book.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live
and legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Ned Buntline, originator of the dime novel portraying life in the wild and woolly West, was a great trial to Marshal Wyatt Earp. Every time the author left New York to gather material for a new book, he expected Wyatt to cooperate with his fantastic ideas. But when Wyatt moved from Dodge City to Tombstone, he thought he had gotten rid of Buntline. Alas, alas.
Well, Spencer, there you are, Tombstone, wickedest town in the West. Now, make a good sketch of it, because we'll put it on the cover of my new book.
It's very, colorful, Mr. Buntline.
Colorful? I'll sell 250,000 copies of the first edition. Oh, and wait until you meet my special friend, Marshal Wyatt Earp. Yes, sir. King of the frontier, that's what I called him. And that book sold 500,000 copies, not counting the English rights. Wyatt Earp, he's a gold mine. I'll bet he's still wearing that Buntline special coat I gave him. I want to meet some real outlaws, Wyatt. My opposition is cleaning up with books on the James boys and Sam Bass and Billy the Kid. Of course, it's the old Robin Hood legend brought up to date. But my readers, they want outlaws, too. Some gallant band that takes from the rich and gives to the poor. That's the kind of... What's the matter?
Well, Mr. Buntline, I've never met any outlaws like that.
Well, what about the Clanton gang?
No, Mr. Buntline.
But you do know them, don't you, Wyatt?
Oh, yeah, I know them.
We're in luck. He knows the Clantons. Now, Wyatt, all I want is an introduction.
I'm sorry, Mr. Buntline, but if you'll take my advice, you won't go anywhere near them.
But why?
Because they're horse and cattle thieves, they rob stages, and they shoot men in the back, that's why.
Well, now, maybe you're a little prejudiced, Wyatt. I mean, being a peace officer.
Mr. Buntline, it just doesn't do me any good to try and argue with you. Now, the Clantons are dangerous, low-down hoodlums, but if you want to glorify them in a book, well, then that's your business.
But maybe circumstances drove them into crime. Maybe some deep personal tragedy embittered them.
Mr. Buntline, please. Marshal Earp knows his country. If the Clantons are dangerous...
All right. All right, Spencer. Maybe you're right. Maybe I had better take the Marshal's advice. Wyatt, how about having dinner with us down at the hotel?
Be glad to. Miss Nellie Cashman has the finest food in town.
Oh, it's real warming to see you again, my friend.
Well, it's wonderful to see you, too, Mr. Buntline. You know, that gun you gave me is, well, it's kind of been my right arm all these many years.
Good.
Well, Mr. Spencer, I want to thank you for backing me up. The Clantons are no people to monkey around with. I'll see you later.
All right.
Papa, this is just plain foolishness. Inviting a book writer to dinner and then coming all the way in after him.
Emma, he wrote Dameron of the Nugget, and Dameron thinks we ought to treat him friendly.
A man who's friends with Wyatt Earp.
Politics, sis. We can show Buntline that we're hard-working, honest ranchers. And Dameron says that Buntline sells books all over the country.
Well, that must be him now.
Oh, Mr. Clanton.
Mr. Buntline, Mr. Spencer, welcome to our city. Mr. Spencer, you sit with my daughter, Emma Clanton, Mr. Spencer, Mr. Buntline.
How do you do, Miss Clanton?
Get right in here, sir. Driver.
Leslie. Well, howdy, Mr. Leslie. I thought you were in Denver.
Well, you know me, Wyatt, a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, I know you.
He threatened to shoot a feller over in the Cosmopolitan.
Oh, my joke went sour, Wyatt. I dropped a lizard down a man's neck, and he didn't laugh.
The feller had to laugh or he'd get shot. So the feller told me.
Well, I guess I got a little carried away.
Yeah, I guess you did get a little carried away. Well, if you'd checked your gun, you wouldn't have had that trouble. I'm going to have to hold you here for a while. Mr. Gibbs, you Put Mr. Leslie in a nice, clean cell all by himself. Would you like some coffee, Frank?
Well, sure, Wyatt. Drop in for a chat later, huh?
I sure will. Well, they call him Buckskin Frank. One of the fastest men with a gun I've ever seen. Want to keep real friendly.
Oh, we're pals, Wyatt. Hey, lead the way, friend. I don't know this jail.
Well, right this way, friend.
You know, I can't figure out for the life of me how Wyatt Earp got the idea that you people were outside the law.
Just politics, Buntline. Why, Earp's a northerner. We're southerners.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Papa, tell him about the Epitaph newspaper.
Oh, yes, Finn. I clean forgot about that. Got a jackleg editor named Clum, the Epitaph has.
Clum.
And everything that the Nugget says, Clum says contrary.
Oh, and there's no such thing, then, as the Clanton gang.
Clanton gang? Well, never heard of it. Did you, Finn?
Just a lot of mean talk, that's all.
I mean, you people are blamed for what the real outlaws do?
Why, yes, just politics, Buntline. Oh, daughter, take a chair. Mr. Buntline wants his artist to draw our picture.
What for?
Well, to put in his new book.
Now, don't be shy, my dear.
Do I have to, Papa?
It ain't a matter of having to, Emma. We aim to be friendly and show good manners.
There you are, my dear. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Ike, will you sit right up close to your sister, please? Make a group of it. All right, Spencer, there you have them. The Clantons, en famille. That means all together. There we are. Now, while he's drawing, could I make a few notes on the further misunderstandings?
Just tell the truth, Buntline. That's all we ask.
Well, that's exactly what you'll get, Mr. Clanton. And I want to thank you for your gracious hospitality.
Say goodbye to Miss Emma for us.
Yeah. Oh, and tell her she's going to like that picture. We're going to put it right on the front cover.
Fine. Now, you drive him into town, you drive real careful.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Goodbye, sir.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I didn't believe those people.
Believe them? I didn't either.
Are you going to call them outlaws in the book?
Well, of course I am. Naturally, I'll mix in a little of the Robin Hood in their activities, but don't you see the book? The Clantons posing as respectable ranchers and engaging in all kinds of lawlessness.
I don't think they'll like that, Mr. Buntline.
Yeah, but my readers will.
Unless I'm very wrong, they're violent people, the Clantons.
Well, of course they are. But you don't think they're going to come to New York to shoot me, do you?
Well,
Oh, now, Spencer, buck up. Did you ever hear of a writer getting shot for what he wrote or an artist for what he drew? And we're going to make liars out of those other writers because Ned Buntline actually visited the Clanton outlaws. It's beautiful country around here, isn't it?
Never did understand you, Wyatt. Here I am, a gambler and gunfighter, and we always got along, though. How come?
Well, for one thing, you never fight unless you have to, and
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll come back when you're not busy.
No, he's not busy, man. I'll just take my gun belt and mosey. My gun belt.
There you are, Mr. Leslie.
Thanks again, Wyatt. All yours, man.
Well, what is it this time?
Your friend, Mr. Buntline, wants to write a book about us.
He does?
Well, I read a couple of his books, and they're just trash.
Now, is that a nice way to talk about your guest?
Well, he's not a guest any longer. He came back here this morning, he and that artist fellow. Mr. Earp, you've got to do something about it. He's going to say terrible things about us, and Papa will just kill him, that's all.
Wait a minute. How do you know that Mr. Buntline is going to write anything about the Clantons at all?
By the questions he asked. He pretended to believe Papa, but I know he didn't. He's going to say we're bad people.
Oh, no. No, he's going to make you into heroes.
What?
Sure. If Mr. Buntline ever writes anything about the Clantons, why, well, he'll change your father into a Robin Hood. You'll be victims of circumstance who'll rob the rich and give to the poor.
I don't believe you.
Oh, that's what Mr. Buntline told me himself. You don't have to worry. I'll probably wind up the villain.
I don't trust Mr. Buntline. And I don't want him to put us in a book. And you'd better warn him he can't hide, not even in New York.
One of the doggonedest fool things that Buntline has ever done. Now, you and I know outlaws, Mr. Leslie. Have you ever heard of one of our hoodlums that robbed the rich to give to the poor?
Nope.
No, neither have I. Well, I can't stop him from putting nobility into his outlaws, but what do you reckon Clanton will do if Buntline ever publishes that book?
Why, he'd kill the fool, serve him right, too.
Well, I'd rather have him educated.
Would how?
Well, I wonder just what would happen if Mr. Buntline was kidnapped by Buckskin Frank Leslie and his gang of lawless hoodlums.
Oh, that sounds like fun, Wyatt. Well, give me the rest of the joke.
Well, I want to just show him how ornery hoodlums can really be. That is, if you can get some boys to go along with it.
Oh, yes, I think I can. Oh,
Right on time, but keep him gagged. Come on.
Search him.
Is he spoke? Look at this gold watch. You got a ring? Stick out your hand. Hey, boss. There's a big diamond in this ring. Look here.
Benny, I want 4 you on guard at all times. You see any Wells Fargo men or Pinkertons, you give me the word. We gotta get rid of him.
Yeah, boss.
And that means hiding the body before we lie it out. Now, you understand?
Yes, sir.
You want that gag pulled tighter? Now, you just sit down there while I count your money. There's less than 1,000 here. You wearing a money belt?
No.
Ow! Hey, Benny.
Yeah, boss?
Tell Deadwin to bring in them bank sacks.
All of them?
Everything. Don't know why we bothered to bring you along. Except somebody told you my name, didn't they? Now, didn't they? Who am I?
Buckskin Frank Clanton.
What else they tell you?
They didn't tell...
Out with it.
They just said that you were old man Clanton's cousin. May I have a glass of water, please?
When I get around to it.
We whacking it up here, Frank?
I ain't decided yet. This fat fool's less than 1,000 on him.
Can he identify you?
He can. Worse luck for him.
Oh, no, I can't identify you, Mr. Clanton. You were just pointed out to me on Allen Street, and I couldn't...
Shut it! Nobody knows me as a Clanton.
Yeah, he could tie you in with old man Clanton.
Yeah, that cheap, low-down rustler, him and his rowdy boys.
Better get it over with, Frank. You aim to bury him?
Yeah, might be safest. Tell Benny to start digging a grave.
Yes, sir.
You apparently don't know who I am.
You're a drummer, ain't you?
My name is Ned Buntline. I'm the author of 56 novels.
Storybooks? Like they sell on trains?
And all over the world, sir. And furthermore, I am a close personal friend of Marshal Wyatt Earp.
You must be getting mighty careless about his friends.
Well, if any harm comes to me, he'll hunt you down.
Sure. Now, we yanked you right out of Tombstone. Now, where was Earp?
Well, he's heard about it by now, I assure you.
Hey, boss. Deadwood said you was gonna bury him first.
What about it?
There ain't no time. We ain't far enough away, and besides, we still gotta whack up all that bank money.
You talk too much.
But, boss!
Now, turn around and walk out that door. Go on.
No, boss. No. No, boss. No!
Oh! What? You shot him in the back.
It's as good a place as any.
Hey, Deadwood, come here.
Benny!
Look at here, Frank.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No! No, I
Keep
won't.
sit still. Sit tight. I'll be sending a committee of boys in to find out why I killed Benny and Deadwood.
You must be mad.
You're like a fox.
I thought there was honor among thieves.
Honor? Why, there's over $40,000 in them bags. Now, when the boys come in, now you just keep your mouth shut, you understand?
Murderer!
We better push along, Wyatt. I got the jitters. I don't trust that buckskin Frank.
Mr. Gibbs, you just don't understand practical jokers. Mr. Leslie's having the time of his life.
Yeah, but you told me that Buntline was right spunky. He just might get some of them fellers sore at him.
Yeah. Come on.
Now, there are 2 of us in here, Tex. And 5 out there. Now, ain't a 2-way cut better than splitting it up 7 ways?
Yeah. But what about him? He'd be a witness.
Well, I got plans for him.
What plans?
Well, see, now, he's a rich writing fella. We'll take him into Tucson and make him wire New York for $20,000. And if he don't, he won't give us no trouble, will you, Buntline?
Will you promise not to kill those men outside?
Well, now, why shouldn't we kill him?
Well, you don't kill your own pals in cold blood.
Well, now, where did you ever hear a thing like that? I reckon a fella's got to be that way, though, to write a book. Well, we better get at it, Tex.
You're not...
Now,
you're
you
not...
keep sitting right there.
Murderers. Unbelievable fiends. I will not...
All done good. Benny did what you cashed in wonderful.
Done me a little play acting one time.
Well, you scared me. I thought I left a real bullet amongst them blanks. Now, all but you, Tex. Head back into town real quiet-like. Tex, now, I want to pull off one more murder before we go back in, so don't rush it.
You don't yet on the killing, Sam. On your knees.
No, you don't.
Hey, Frank, this writing fella's trying to run off. You better say your prayers for sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead and shoot me.
You want to die?
Well, my death will bring Wyatt Earp and some brave peace officers after you.
Get the bullets out of my saddlebag there and get the guns ready. You stand up against that wall.
blank strength. They're real bullets.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing.
How things going?
Well, all right so far, Marshal, but if I was you, I'd move in fast. Sometimes Leslie gets carried away with his joking.
Thank you.
Now stand steady, or Buntline. How do you expect me to draw your picture with you flinching and moving?
Get it over with.
There's plenty of time. Move your head a little bit to the left. There. I want the rest of the glance to know how Buckskin Frank drawed your picture with bullets.
You almost hit him, Frank.
Ah, I draw my wife's picture like this time and time again.
Did you murder her?
Oh, she left me. She said it got on her nerves. Silly girl. You notice the spacing of them bullets? You see any wobble in that line? Give me that other gun.
You're going to murder me anyway. Do it with one shot.
Spunky cuss, ain't he? Yeah. I kinda hate to do this.
Hold it.
Wider!
Put the gun on the table. You all right, Mr. Buntline?
Oh, why, thank heaven you're here. He killed most of his men, and he was going to kill me.
Mr. Gibbs, you take those criminals outside, tie them up, put them on a horse. We're going to throw them in jail.
Outside, Embers.
Scum.
Scum. Scum.
Now, you come on over here and sit down, Mr. Buntline. You look mighty nervous.
Oh, White, it was awful. It was just awful.
Well, you just relax there. Mr. Gibbs, bring Mr. Buntline the bottle. I want you to tell me exactly what happened.
Oh, Wyatt, he broke every rule in the outlaw's code. Oh. The men he killed didn't have a chance. They didn't have a chance. No.
Well, when you're raised by Apaches, it's...
Yeah. You see, they took all my things, and they took my money, and they were going to hold me for ransom. And if you hadn't come, I'd be dead. I'd just be dead.
Here, thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Here, now, you take some of this.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Just drink a little of that.
I would be dead.
You sure you're not exaggerating?
Wyatt, when a man comes as close to death as I was, he sees things very clearly. I remembered everything you said, but you only guessed at their fiendishness.
Really?
Yes. But soon the world will know the truth. Wyatt, was he really raised by Apaches?
Mescalero tribe, I think.
Mescalero? How do you spell? Oh, never mind. I'll get it.
Up the country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Look inside his hatband.
Here it is.
Arizona lottery ticket. 875-19.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
The 10% Ring, a political gang who ran Arizona territory in the 80s, decided to operate a big lottery for the ostensible purpose of raising money for new schools. The lottery was supposed to pay off $380,000, but it paid off in murder, thievery, and trouble for Marshal Wyatt Earp.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
3 murders in less than 5 hours. Cowhand, a miner, and a store clerk. Why?
Gun smugglers, maybe.
Oh, that doesn't make sense. These were poor men. They had to work hard for the living.
Maybe they gambled.
With what?
Did you ever see any of these? Arizona lottery, Deacon.
Of course I've seen them. Why would they be killed for lottery tickets? They haven't even had the drawing yet.
How do you know? Maybe that Prescott crowd is a little slow in telling the newspapers the results.
The Prescott gang wouldn't get involved in murder. No, it would have to be the 10% Ring in Tucson. You think they've taken over?
Why, that Shiloh Smith would try anything.
Well, the papers have done said that Governor Fremont himself is handling the drawing.
No, he wouldn't get involved in something like that.
Granted, but 5 will get you 10 that those Tucson boys must have a man installed somewhere and were tipped off as to the winning numbers and whoever bought those tickets.
Let's go check the men that were killed. See if we can find out whether they bought tickets.
Big 8, loser. Hello, Mr. Milligan.
Excuse me, boys. Johnny, got a deal I want to talk to you about. In the back room.
Johnny don't want a deal.
What Clara means, Mr. Milligan, is that I'm kind of busy right now.
This won't take 2 minutes.
All right. Take over, please.
Johnny, wait. Johnny, take this.
What's that for?
You may need it, honey.
Honey, I know Mr. Milligan.
Johnny, please, take it.
All right, all right. Now, you satisfied?
Honey, be careful.
All right. Yes, sir, Mr. Milligan.
Now, Johnny, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Want to sell your lottery ticket?
My lottery ticket?
Well, you got one, ain't you?
I might have.
Well, I'm buying up tickets. Now, I know you're a bad luck boy. That's why they call you Johnny Behind the Deuce.
That's right.
Still in all, I reckon I could give you twice what you paid for it.
Well, now, that's a nice sum, Mr. Milligan, but I promised Clara I wouldn't sell it. She's working on a hunch.
What do you want for it?
Well, I told you, Mr. Milligan, I can't sell it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. I've got to have it.
Well, hold on there. Why pick on me?
Come on, hand it over.
Well, I told you I can't.
Why, you...
I'll get a good lawyer for you, honey.
Just a minute, Miss Claire. You're in love with Johnny, aren't you?
I want to marry him. Why?
Because Johnny's in a lot more trouble than he realizes. He's still in danger. Did you know that Milligan is part of the 10% Ring?
Yes, Johnny met him in Tucson. Milligan was working for Shiloh Smith, kind of a big political J.
Yes, I know, Mr. Smith. Do you have any idea why he would want to have Johnny killed?
No. We bought a lottery ticket. Milligan tried to force Johnny to sell it to him. And when Johnny wouldn't, he drew his gun. Johnny killed him in self-defense. And that's the truth, Mr. Earp.
I believe you.
Well, I didn't think you would.
Well, I do. Now, where do you have the ticket?
You'd have to search me to find it.
Well, I don't think I'll try that. Look, 3 men were killed because of their lottery ticket. Now, I suggest you hide yours in a safer place.
I'll hide it real good.
One more thing. Don't try to get Johnny out of here.
But I promised him.
Believe me, he wouldn't stay alive long if he was out.
You're right, Mr. Earp. He would be safer in jail.
All right. I'm going to have to leave town for a few days. Anybody ask you, you just tell them that Johnny's being held here for Milligan's shooting. That's all you know about it.
I'm a clam. Thanks, Mr. Earp. Thanks very much.
I'll be in Tucson about sundown. Think Shiloh Smith still got that list of winners in his office?
I don't think he'd keep it any other place.
I'm glad he doesn't know you. But you better leave that badge off and don't take your shotgun in.
I vote that we put the pistols on Shiloh and force him to show us the list.
No, I don't want him to see me. If he does see me, why, he'll know I'm onto his scheme and he'll try to cover up everything.
I wish you'd let me handle it my own way.
Now, let's go.
Yes? Well, what is it now?
There's a big hayseed out there. Says he has to talk to you. Says it's important.
All right, I'll see him, but don't let anyone else in. Close up and go on home.
Yes? Mr. Smith will see you now, but only for a few minutes. Come in.
Well, thank you kindly.
Well, well, my friend. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, sir, I've been cheated in that there lottery.
You've been cheated?
Yes, sir.
I'm astonished.
5 tickets I bought them. All of them sure winners, too. Now, why ain't I been paid?
Well, now, that's simple, Mr.
Jones. Ezra T. Jones.
You see, Mr. Jones, the official drawing hasn't even been held yet.
Well, that ain't the way I heard it. They tell me them winners was drawed over at Prescott several days ago.
Who told you that?
Well, the same fella that told me I had them winning tickets. He seen the list.
Well, that's news to me.
Oh, you're the high monkey monk around Tucson, ain't you? Looks to me like you ought to be able to get a hold of that list.
If there is one, I might be able to. But the winning numbers will be announced in the newspapers, and there's no reason why you can't wait.
Watch the doors. I'm going to search in first. There it is. I'm going to copy down these names.
Take the list and let's get out of here.
No. I don't want him to know that whoever slugged him found this paper.
I told you you'd have it with him.
I don't know about you two, but me and Wasco are hightailing it out of here before that fella wakes up.
The list of numbers from the big lottery. 690, 531, 875.
Mr. Annings?
Yes?
My name's Marshal Earp. You're the assistant manager of the lottery, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Come in, Marshal.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Well, sir, you can tell me when you're going to pay off the local winners.
Well, as soon as the money reaches the Tombstone Bank, tomorrow.
I'm glad to hear that. Can you give me a list of the names of the winners?
Well, the only list of names is of the original purchasers, and it's in Prescott. But I don't need it. You see,
We don't pay by names. We have to pay by winning numbers.
How's that?
Well, lots of folks sell and resell their tickets, Marshal. It's a rule of the lottery to pay by number.
I see. Well, I'll be at the bank tomorrow when you pay off.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Mr. Earp? Mr. Earp?
Howdy, Miss Fire.
Johnny's ticket just won. I just saw the number at the newspaper.
Congratulations to both of you.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? Just imagine, $15,000. We can do anything we ever wanted to.
Say, have you got that ticket safely hidden?
Oh, yes, I have it in my room.
Do you know Mr. Ross at the bank?
Uh-huh.
Well, you take that ticket and put it in an envelope and go over to Mr. Ross. Tell him I said that he should put it in the vault for you.
Oh, all right. Oh, Mr. Earp, don't forget to tell Johnny the reason I can't get him out of jail.
Well, after he hears about all that money, I don't think he'll mind staying in jail a mite longer.
No.
Now, you go on and get that ticket.
Who is it?
It's a friend of yours, Mr. Smith.
Just a minute, honey.
Back up. Back up.
I don't know you. What's the meaning of this?
I want that lottery ticket that your man stole from my room.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You hand it over.
Now give me that pop gun.
You give me that ticket.
I'll give you nothing.
He took Johnny's ticket and he wouldn't give it back to me.
See how bad he's hit. Why don't you come to me first?
There wasn't time. I thought he might have hit it or passed it on to someone else.
Well, he's gonna live, I'm sorry to say. He's got hit in the shoulder.
You take him on over to the hospital. Tell Dr. Goodfellow to keep this quiet. I don't want those other thieves scared off. You come with me.
Okay, come on, Shiloh. You ain't hitting the legs.
All right, break it up. Go on, break it up. There's nothing to look at. They all got homes to go to. Go to them.
Look, I want you to stay alive, so I'm going to put you in jail. Any of your friends try to bail you out, you refuse. I want you to ask for protective custody, you understand?
Yes, sir. I'll do whatever you say. Will I go to prison for shooting him?
Well, that depends on Judge Spicer. Johnny will plead self-defense in shooting Milligan. I think you'll be cleared. But your only defense is to tell everything about Shiloh Smith and about the theft of that ticket.
I intend to, Mr. Earp.
Good. Well, I guess we're ready. You can open up the doors. But remember, Marshal, I'm not responsible for what you do.
I'll take full responsibility.
Well, it's about time you opened this door. Morning, Gibbs.
69073, $100.
Well, you did all right, too. I hear the winner. Look at that.
53118.
Real easy money. Thanks.
$250.
Give it to me. Thank you. Marshal Earp, I'll buy you a 5-gallon can of milk.
Thank you, Ethan.
You're welcome. Hello, Doc.
115-8. Oh. $5,000. $875-19. $10,000.
You men are under arrest. Hold it. Hey. Get over there.
I ain't dying for Shiloh Smith.
You better say that in court. Those tickets don't belong to you or Mr. Smith. They belong to 2 murdered men. Now go on.
Let's go. I wish this trial was over. I wish I'd never bought that lottery ticket.
Honey, how can you say that? $15,000? That'll take us anywhere we want to go.
Clara, you talk like all we got to do is bow to that judge and then walk out of the courtroom. And then catch a boat for Paris or someplace.
Honey, what are you worried about? Marshal Earp said that you'd get off. And Shiloh Smith can't deny that he had that ticket stolen from my room. Soon as I tell the judge just how it happened.
Yeah, honey, yeah. The court will turn us loose.
Well?
But then the 10% ring will kill us. You just don't understand, honey. You just don't understand, that's all. This lottery is big. It's bigger than you know. The whole territory's mixed up in it. Men are killed for the tickets, honey, before the drawing. Shiloh knew my ticket would win.
But Johnny,
And if you say anything about anything in court, you and I are as good as buried.
But Johnny, I'll go to jail.
Well, look, maybe not, honey. Maybe not. He didn't die, you know.
All right, Johnny, I'll do whatever you say.
It just ain't fair. It ain't fair, that's all. The first chance we get, and it turns into worse than what we had before.
Johnny, don't. I love you no matter what happens.
Well, I love you too, Clara. More than you know. That's why you gotta do just exactly like I told you. All right?
All right, Johnny.
Johnny, time for your trial, son.
Good luck, honey.
And, Miss Claire, Marshal Earp won't see you before your trial starts, so if you please, we'll just wait out here.
Sit down, won't you? I talked to Judge Spicer. I'd like to go over your testimony.
I haven't got any testimony.
You told me yesterday that
That was yesterday.
Somebody threatened you? Look, Miss Clara, I have no proof without you. I need your testimony.
And I need to stay alive.
Well, I've thought about that.
I'll bet you have. You win your case and Johnny and I'll go free. Only where are we going to go? We couldn't stay in Tombstone, and we'd never get out alive.
I think you stand a good chance for acquittal. But my charges against Shiloh Smith are made. Johnny's being set free right now. And there is a way to leave Tombstone.
They'll be watching the stage lines and the roads. How?
I promised to get you out of town safely, Miss Clara. The rest is up to you.
What's up to me?
Whether you testify against Smith? Now, I don't want to lose this case, but I can afford to lose it. I don't think you can afford to let me. It's time you were in court.
I want this handled in my way, understand?
If the court please, Your Honor.
Proceed.
I represent Mr. Smith, the complaining witness. He does not wish to press charges against Miss Nelson.
I see. Marshal Earp?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith has dismissed his charges. Now, are there any other witnesses to Miss Nelson's alleged assault with a deadly weapon?
No, sir.
Very well. This court rules for dismissal.
Your Honor?
Yes?
Even though the complaining witness against Miss Nelson does not wish to press charges, she is my principal witness and has knowledge of facts. Therefore, I ask the court to hear her testimony.
Miss Nelson, you will take the stand, please. Order. Continue, please.
When I asked him to give me back Johnny's ticket, he wouldn't do it. I saw the man that hit me hand it to Mr. Smith, so I knew he had it. But then he started to rush me, and I was afraid if he got the gun, he'd kill me. So I shot him first.
I see. What gave you this great fear of Mr. Smith?
A man named Milligan who used to work for Mr. Smith at Tucson. He tried to rob Johnny of the same ticket, and that's when Johnny shot him in self-defense.
Well, it would appear that Mr. Smith is guilty of suborning 2 felonies at least. The court rules that Mr. Smith be held without bond.
You can't hang anything on me.
That will do, sir. Marshal?
Sit down.
Miss Nelson, the court must hold you as a material witness against Smith.
You mean I don't have to go to prison?
Well, a citizen who tells the truth when she doesn't have to deserves the court's consideration. This court is adjourned.
Thank you, Miss Clara, for all your help. And for having faith that I'd think of a way of getting you out of town safely. Shiloh Smith would have never been convicted otherwise.
She was a lot smarter than me, Marshal. I was dead sure they'd kill us.
Well, they didn't. We'll be free now. Thanks, Marshal. I guess sometimes people just have to trust each other.
Sometimes they do. Come on.
What's your head?
Now, don't make a sound until you get outside of town. The hearse won't talk if you don't.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Marshal.
Walk him slow until you're way outside town.
The country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be
disliked working with the posse, and he avoided it when he could. But news that the San Bernardino gang had crossed from California into Arizona territory and were heading toward Old Mexico left Wyatt no choice. It would take many extra men to cover canyons and trails and make a fight against the San Bernardinos.
And bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
When our famous Marshal Wyatt Earp came into the bank that morning, I stopped my work to take a good look at him. I guess it was just plain hero worship. I don't know why a bank clerk like me should have admired Wyatt Earp so much. He was a tough man, wearing guns, and I couldn't have envied him his job or the dangerous life he led.
Marshal Earp, this is Arlie Smith.
How do you do, sir? How do you do, Mr. Smith? Happy to know you.
I think Smith was on the wrestling team or something like that in college, eh, Smith?
No, sir. I boxed and played some rugby football.
Can you shoot a gun?
Well, I shot some quail and some rabbits with a 12-gauge.
I wish the bank had someone more experienced.
Mr. Smith will do fine. Real fine. You get into your hunting clothes and be over at my office at noon, huh?
Well, what the... Marshal's organizing a posse. Catch a gang called San Bernardino Boys headed for the Mexican border. Of course, we're assuming you'll volunteer. But if you don't want to go...
No, sir. I'll be glad to go.
Good. Mr. Bradshaw would like the bank represented.
Mike Noonan. He's day boss out at the Tough Nut Mine.
Scratch him. He hasn't ridden a horse in years.
Jim Biggs, ramrod of the R-30.
Biggs. Hey, Doc, what do you think of Biggs, R-30?
Pretty fair hand.
Who's next?
A fellow by the name of Arlie Smith, over at the Tombstone Bank.
Smith. He's a greener, but I like his looks.
Just so he doesn't spook on us.
Or get himself killed.
Well, I'll let him drive the chuck wagon. Who's next?
Special Agent Dale, Southern Pacific.
He's a good man.
Yep. Judd and Tompkins, Santa Fe. Both of them special agents, too.
Yeah.
All packed? I won't need my shaving things, huh?
You don't know what you'll need. You don't know anything at all about this posse business.
Well, I'll get told. Wyatt Earp will see to that. There's nothing to cry about, Martha.
He didn't need you.
If he didn't, he wouldn't have asked me.
Arlie, you'll get hurt.
I have to go, Martha. The bank expects it of me. And I expect it of myself.
I'm sorry. Go on. Get started now.
That's my girl.
You'll be all right here with Mrs. Williams.
I'll be back in a day or so.
Now, you're carrying your own Winchester and a Colt 45. You're gonna need a good saddle for a long haul. You tell Mr. Gibbs to fix you up, Mr. Jennings. Mr. McNerney?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Holliday says that you know the Santa Cruz River country between Madera and Nogales.
Yes, sir. I've been hunting down there for 15 years or more.
Good. You take this Army map and lay out a trail for us, huh?
Yes, sir. Marshal, we need plenty of 45 cartridges, too.
We got it. Put it in the box, huh? Now, I've decided to split the posse into 3 groups, Dr. Holliday, Mr. Gibbs, and myself. Is that all right with you?
That suits me, sir.
I think the railroad men ought to split up, one go with each group. You all know the San Bernardinos by sight.
I sure do.
All right, load up.
Go, boys. Smith, sir. I'm from the bank.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Smith. Can you drive a team of horses?
Well, I'm not an expert.
Well, you won't have to be. Dr. Holliday will be riding on a chuck wagon with you most of the time. You better trade that quail grunt in for a sawed-off shotgun. You load it with buckshot.
Yes, sir.
The ammunition's already loaded. You'll be responsible for that and the canteens.
Anything else, Marshal?
I almost forgot. Dr. Goodfellow's loading up the medical kit. You go on over to the hospital and pick it up.
Yes, sir.
Relax, Sonny. We got a lot of miles to go yet.
These horses sure seem to know I'm a greener. Loafing on me.
Well, you are a greener.
I can't deny that. You know, I'm still wondering why Marshal Earp chills me, anyway.
It's a matter of keeping discipline.
How's that?
My young friend, nobody but a greener or a cook will drive a chuck wagon.
They won't, huh?
Don't let it break your heart, Sonny. Just think of yourself as a living sacrifice to our overwhelming Western pride. In return, Deacon Earp, Shotgun Gibbs, and I will try to make sure that you're not a dead sacrifice. Ooh, slow them down.
Oh, boy, oh. Oh, boy, oh.
Easy, easy. You getting the hang of it, Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Mount up, will you, Doc?
Trouble up there, Wyatt?
I run into a couple strangers. They claim to be special agents for Southern Pacific.
What do Dale, Judd, and Tompkins say?
Well, Dale doesn't know them. Gonna check with the others. You stay here, Mr. Smith.
Well, it didn't exactly break my heart to discover why Earp had picked me to drive the chuck wagon. But I felt disappointed. I guess I had expected to be galloping a horse in a swirl of dust with 245s in my gun belt.
Halt! Halt! He's mine! Hold it! Watch that gun!
It's not hit bad. Go get the medical kit. How many Sambadouras in those mountains?
More than you got, Johnny Law.
Where are they?
You find them.
A couple of men put them in the chuck wagon. Mr. Gibbs?
Come on.
Your detail's gonna have to bury the other one. If you do that, come on back and guard the chuck wagon. The rest of us will go on ahead.
All right, sir. Boys, grab them shovels. Give me a hand.
Mount up.
Mr. Earp.
Yeah?
Will you tell me what happened?
All right, Mr. Smith. A couple of Sambadouras tried to pose themselves as railroad detectives to throw us off the trail. The other one's dead. You go give the boys a hand.
Water. 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 Water.
I guess it's all right.
Cut that out, son. If you don't talk, you don't get no water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gibbs. I didn't know.
Boys! Boys! We'll head on out for the first camp. Wyatt and the rest of them will meet us there. You get this here wagon moving. Just follow me and Roscoe.
Well, Mr. Gibbs, shouldn't somebody lick the prisoner? He might be bleeding or something.
Well, that's up to him. He could talk and save us a heap of trouble. He probably figures maybe some of his friends will bushwhack us. Let's go. All right, let's move out.
The trail, sir?
Yes, we did. We probably hid for the Santa Cruz River. Means we got across Razor's Back. It's a rough road. Mr. Gibbs will drive until we make camp.
Yes, sir.
How's our prisoner?
Well, he keeps asking for water, but Mr. Gibbs said not to give him any.
That's right. When he gets thirsty enough, he'll talk.
Well, how many boys you figure they got?
Oh, not more than a dozen in the main party. But they may have split up.
You think they'll turn on us?
Not before dark. You keep those horses at a walk.
I'm burning up. I need some water.
You ready to talk?
I don't know nothing.
Well, then you stay thirsty. Move 'em out.
Here I boys!
Rest easy, son. There ain't gonna be no bushwhack along here.
What makes you so certain, Mr. Gibbs?
Well, bushwhackers need easy running room. Besides, Roscoe ain't even brayed once.
You mean Roscoe would warn us?
Well, sure he would. That there mule can smell trouble a half a mile away.
Well, the Sambadurs could just be right up there waiting to pick us off with rifles.
Them outlaws ain't fools.
What do you mean?
Well, Wyatt always tries to figure what he'd do if he is an outlaw. Them there Sambadurs hit us. It'll happen tonight when we're camped on the Lizard. What's left of them can run downhill to the river.
Mr. Earp is an intelligent man.
Smartest John Law ever I met up with. Of course, he'd been dead a long time ago if he wasn't extra bright. Move along, boy.
Water.
Mr. Smith, bring me that canteen.
Water. No fooling.
You ready to talk?
Talk. No.
We can wait.
Mr. Earp. That was rather cruel, wasn't it?
Hunting outlaws is a cruel business, Mr. Smith. The Sambadu gang murdered 17 people in California. You give them the chance, they'll wipe us out.
Yes.
You get yourself some supper. You come back here and stand guard duty until midnight. The Sambadus may decide to hunt us.
Watch it. Oh, Marshal Earp.
That gun cocked?
Yes, it is.
Lower the hammers. Easy. We don't carry our guns cocked, Mr. Smith. A man could stumble and hurt himself or shoot a friend.
Yes, sir.
Now, you turn in and get some sleep. Mr. Gibbs will take over.
Is it midnight yet, sir?
Just about.
Oh, Marshal, if it's just the same to you, I'd like to stand the full watch.
Watch it! Keep down! Hold your fire!
Shotgun, take the left draw. Doc, take the center. I'll take the right.
Sir, coming in with 2 prisoners. Lie down.
So lie down.
Where's Smith? Keep an eye on them.
Well, boys, look what we got here.
Mr. Earp, it's me.
Thought you were gonna watch the chuck wagon.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, but I got scared and ran away.
All right. Go on back to camp. Go on.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Deacon? Deacon?
Yeah?
So far, we've killed 5 and captured 3. I suppose it has occurred to you that there are San Badua scattered all over these mountains.
Just have to take them as we find them, Doc.
My pals didn't make it, huh?
No, they didn't.
I won't talk to John Law, but I'll talk to you. I gotta have some water.
You'll talk first.
Dice Box Canyon. That's what Turk Higgins and most of the boys is camped. Now, water. For Lord's sakes, give me some water.
All right. Hey, not so much at once. You won't keep it down.
Mr. Smith! I told you not to give him any
He
water.
talked. The main gang is in a place called Dice Box Canyon.
All right, give him all the water he wants. That's what I'm up against, Mr. Smith. The men are brave enough, they just don't want to ride into that canyon blind.
I didn't think you knew what they felt.
It's my job to know what every man in a posse feels.
Say, why don't you let me go in there and take a look around?
You?
Sure, I'm the logical choice. Well, if I'm caught, they take me for what I am, a greener, not a John Law. You could fix me up with some pots and pans and shovels, and I'd look like a greenhorn prospect.
There's quite a risk to it.
I won't run out on you this time, Mr. Earp.
You've done your running, Mr. Smith. I'd bet on that.
Thank you, Marshal. I think it was Mr. Earp's idea all along, but he didn't want to suggest it on account of Martha. I'm sure he wanted to give me this chance to make up for last night.
Marshal, we better hurry. They're breaking camp. They might be gone.
How many of them?
Only about 10 men, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Doc, we'll go in by foot. Spread across the canyon. Mr. Gibbs, you take 2 men, and Mr. Biggs, form a second line in case they try to ride over us.
He aims to take them all alive.
I sure do. It's a lot easier than digging graves for them. Well, let's move on. We're short on time.
Marshal Earp, if you don't mind, I'd like to go along.
You stay here and watch the horses and the prisoners.
Yes, sir.
Lot to do about nothing, kid. Turk and the boys already got away.
How's for some water, kid? Not until it's over.
Hurry him up.
Four men dead.
Gibbs and I didn't do it.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm digging for a slug.
Not with a dirty knife, you're not. Mr. Smith, you do it. Use a probe and a forceps.
Yes, sir.
Well, come on, boy. Start a digging.
Where's Gibbs? He went with Marshal Earp to guard the prisoners digging graves.
Surprised Wyatt didn't try to do it by himself.
Well, they're coming back now.
Get off that leg. Ride in the wagon.
Yeah, I believe we will.
Get up there.
You need some water? Not right now. Let's get out of here. It's bad country after dark.
We were all too tired to talk, but I kept watching Marshal Earp at the head of the posse and thinking of the job he'd done. He went into the mountains and he broke up the San Bernardino gang before they could escape to Mexico. He was under fire 3 times. I kept thinking, where and how do we find men like him? And what keeps him risking his life in such a job as this?
Just a moment. Arlie! Arlie, honey. Oh, thank God. Look, tell me what happened. Why are you so quiet?
Marshal Earp. You had him all wrong.
Wrong?
You know, he says if he ever needs another posse, he'll be glad to call on me. Think of that. Me riding with Wyatt Earp.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story
on, Tabor. We'll have one more drink. Well, howdy. What are you doing sitting there? You're too pretty to be sitting out here in the cold all by yourself. Come on inside. I'll buy you a nice little drink, huh? Warm you up.
Please go away.
Well, now, that ain't very sociable.
Please.
Now, you ain't too good to have a drink with me, are you? Don't touch her. Why not? You go away and leave her sitting here all alone. Why shouldn't she have a drink with me? Get away from her!
Hiram, peace. Please. Just come on.
Peace. Say, where are you all from? True light. You're some of them true lighters. What are you doing around here? That'd be none of your business. Oh, I guess it is. I don't like true lighters, and we don't want them around these parts.
Take your hands off me.
You get out of Tombstone and don't come back. You hear me?
And if I don't, what will you do?
You'll do just like we done back in Kansas. We'll run you out.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
In the frontier West, men fought over many things. Differences monetary and romantic, political, racial, and religious. Both good men and bad were caught in this violence and sometimes brought to their doom. And often their quarrels became the problem of Wyatt Earp.
I never see nothing like it, Marshal. I swear, if we hadn't pulled him off, he'd have killed Odie. Like to tore out his windpipe as it is.
You want to tell me what happened?
My husband just got angry, Marshal, because that man spoke to me.
Offer the liquor. Try to touch her. He's got no right to do a thing like that.
Maybe not. But that's no excuse for you to try and kill him either.
He was drunk.
Sometimes my husband doesn't realize his own strength, Marshal, when he's angry.
You want to make a charge against him?
No. But he'd better make none against me, or I'll charge him with molesting my wife.
That ain't why he done it, Marshal. They're true lighters.
Now, what's that got to do with it?
Well, you heard about them, ain't you?
Yes. It's a small religious sect up in Colorado someplace.
Fanatics. I've seen enough of them and their troublemaking, and I told him so. Told him we didn't want no part of them around here.
Oh, you spoke for the whole town, did you?
For some, anyways. I ain't the only one that feels this way. Anyways, that's why he jumped me.
He threatened us.
How?
Said he'd do the same to us like they did in Kansas. He's one of them.
He'll do nothing of the kind. We're not going to bring up that old fight again. Now, anybody of any faith who wants to live peaceably in Tombstone can do it, and I'll see to it. You understand that? Now, you go on about your business and stop causing people trouble.
They settle down around here, there'll be trouble, all right. You wait and see.
Mr. Grant, I advise you to curb your temper. Next time, it could get you into real trouble.
Are you threatening me too, Marshal?
I'm not threatening, I'm warning you. What he said is true. There are others here who might feel the same way he does.
For instance, you, Marshal?
I have nothing against any group. Everybody here has the same rights, but I don't like troublemakers, no matter who they are.
Come, Selma.
You needn't worry, Marshal. We won't make trouble.
Wife, you hear me?
Kind of late to be traveling, isn't it? We got a couple of nice hotels here. Good campsite just outside of town if you're planning on staying all night.
Where we go and where we stop isn't any of your business, is it, Marshal?
It might be.
But you can rest easy, because we're not stopping here.
Who was that?
A couple of true lighters by the name of Grant.
Leaving Colorado? Traveling all this way alone? That ain't like 'em. They usually stick together.
I know. I got a notion to do a little checking up.
Hey, Elmer! Hey!
Howdy.
What's going on here?
Moving into town. No more grubbing for a living for me.
You mean you finally took my advice and give up on that cow pasture of yours?
I didn't give up on the ranch. I sold it.
Well, what fooled you foisted off on?
Fool by the name of Grant. Him and the missus already moved in.
You mean that true lighter?
Oh, was he a true lighter? I didn't rightly notice.
You mean he paid you enough you didn't want to notice?
Well, what's it matter anyways?
You know what it matters. You're the fool, Elmer. You let one of them in, the whole tribe comes. Taking up all the land, pretty soon there ain't no room for no one else. You know how it was back in Kansas and Colorado. Now all that land ain't enough for them. They're moving down here into this territory, taking over piece by piece, and you helping them.
I didn't mean no harm, Odie. I mean, just one.
One of them's one too many. Well, he won't stay.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'll see to it. That house of yours made out of wood, ain't it? And the barns?
Now, Odie, listen. They got a right.
Not while I'm here, they ain't. Anyways, it's no concern of yours. You got your money. You just leave it to me and a few others that feels like me. You just keep your mouth shut. Get it.
Marshal?
Yes, Mr. Bates, what can I do for you?
I don't like to say nothing, Marshal, but I really don't feel the same way Odie does about him. I don't think the same way at all.
What are you talking about?
The true lighters. Now, just because they got different ideas than we do, don't mean there's any harm to them.
What true lighters, Mr. Bates?
The folks that bought my place up at Cow Creek Canyon, Grant's the name.
What about them?
Marshal, I think you better do something. Odie's, well...
What about Odie?
He's going out there today and burn them out. chance to get out alive. If you don't come out now, we'll burn the house down around you. You hear me? All right. You asked for it.
Hold it, Odie! Drop those cartons! Move back! The rest of you just sit easy.
You ain't gonna talk us out of this, Earp. We're citizens of this territory, and we say these people's got to go.
You got some legal reason you can't settle here, all right, but don't try to burn them out. You'll answer to the law.
You're only one man, Earp.
You want to kill me? Because that's what you're going to have to do.
All right. We'll see they don't stay. Nobody'll buy from him. Nobody'll sell to him, not even food. They sure can't grow much around here. And there won't be nothing you can do about it, Earp. It'll all be legal.
You're just talking, Odie. There are not enough people that feel the same way you do about it to make it stick.
I'll get enough. And we'll see to it no more true lighters get in here. Nobody'll dare to sell to him.
Why do you hate him so, Odie? Why can't you live and let live?
Ask them that, Marshal. Live and let live. You want to know why I got this hate for him? You heard of the Fraser wagon train? And Jericho Canyon? You want to hear that story again, Marshal? 4 wagons of men, women, and kids was trapped and massacred in Jericho Canyon by Arapaho Indian and true lighters.
Only a few fanatics, Odie. The other true lighters condemned them for it as much as anybody. That was a long time ago, and it's best forgotten.
Forgotten? I'll never forget, Marshal. One of those wagons was mine. My wife and kids. I'd have been with them, only I was out ahead scouting for water. I'll never forget, Marshal. I rode back and saw what the Indians did to them. All of them. My wife and... It was men like this Brant that set the Arapahoes on him. Who gave the signal. Men they trusted, men they thought had come to save them from the savages. But they only came to trick them into giving up the fight, and then they... I'll never forget, Marshal. Now you get out, or you'll answer to me. I don't care about your law.
What are you going to do now?
Defend myself. I got a right to. If he comes back, I'll kill him.
Hiram, was it like he said at Jericho Canyon? Was that the way it was?
What are you waiting for? You got more right here than the others.
I have a couple of questions.
What questions?
Why are you here? Apart from your own people. It's almost like you were trying to hide out in this miserable little place. This is no garden spot. You'll never grow your apricots and alfalfa here. And you'll never have your own kind of church here because no other true lighters will ever come here. What is it, Grant? You trying to run away from something?
Get out. You've got no warrant, and I don't have to answer your questions.
I think you do.
Why?
I don't think your name is Hiram Grant. I think it's Hiram Greener, and you're wanted as the leader of the Jericho Canyon Massacre.
What makes you think that?
I have a reason. Now, you better come along with me.
You can't arrest me just on suspicion. It isn't legal. Besides, you've got no charge against me.
There's a charge against Hiram Greener.
But if I'm not him, it'll be false arrest.
I'll take that chance. I do have a charge against you. Attempted murder. You tried to dynamite 6 men.
Defending my home.
That'll be up to the jury. Now, let's get your horse.
Drop the gun, Marshal. I won't let you take him. We've had enough of persecution. Drop the gun.
guess this answers my question. You Hiram Greener, all right.
What makes you so sure?
I wired a description of him to Marshall up in Denver. He's sending somebody to pick up his trail and positively identify him.
Will we never be able to stop running? Will they never stop hounding us?
It's not persecution this time, man. This is the law. He's wanted to answer for Jericho Canyon.
But that's unjust. It wasn't like that man said. Was it, Hiram? Hiram, I want to know. Is all this true? Did that man say it the way it was at Jericho?
Selma, go into the house.
I'll tell you, man. It was the truth, all right, only he didn't tell it as badly as it really was.
You shut your mouth.
For a long time, the True Lighters believed what Hiram Greener and his men told them. The massacre was all the work of the Indians, and they couldn't get there in time to save anybody. The True Lighters didn't want to believe that some of their own people could do such a thing. But you can't keep a thing like that a secret. For one thing, the Arapahoes refused to take all the blame for the massacre. And gradually, people learned the truth.
I never did. He told me different.
You believed him because he was your husband.
Wife, I told you to go into the house.
No. I've got to know this.
Why do you suppose Greener had to run and hide from his own people? Because they condemned him for it. Today, the True Lighters want him to stand trial for murder. In their own court.
Get up!
What are you going to do with him?
Take him up in the hills and get rid of him.
No, you can't do that.
They'll never find him. Nobody will trace it to me.
But it's murder.
Murder wouldn't bother him. It didn't at Jericho Canyon.
That wagon train came from Kansas. They were the same breed that scourged us and burned us, that drove us out into the desert. It was the Lord's will that they died down to the last generation.
The Lord's will. On your orders.
Yes, mine, as his servant.
Hiram.
You call it that. But it was only your own hate. Even your own people drove you out of the church.
Hiram, no!
Get up. Get on the horse.
So you'll silence me by killing me. But what about the others? What about the man that's coming from Denver?
He won't know where to come. You didn't until today.
He'll find you.
And if he does...
You'll kill him, too, huh? You'll deal with him and all the others that come after him the only way you know how, by violence. But is that the Lord's way?
Hiram, don't do this. Don't.
I told you this is not woman's business. Stay out of it.
Not this time. Please, for me, don't do this.
Do you realize what that would mean? They'd take me back to stand trial.
If what you told me is true, you have nothing to fear of a trial.
And if it isn't?
Then your soul's lost already.
Wife, leave these decisions to me. It's enough for you to know that I'm doing this for you as much as for me.
Is that true, Hiram?
Don't you know it's true? Have I not been a faithful and dutiful husband to you? Now go into the house. Get on your horse.
Thanks, ma'am, for trying.
Forgive me, Hiram.
Get down. This'll do.
Yeah, it oughta. You plan to shove me off, huh? Dead or alive?
I'll make good and sure you're dead. But no bullets. Nothing to say it wasn't an accident.
No bullets, huh? What would I be doing way out here?
That's for them to wonder.
I was last seen with you.
Oh, I've got a story to tell them, don't worry. About how you took off chasing after some passing hoodlum or other.
They won't believe you. They'll find you. They'll discover your hiding place, and at the very least, you'll have to keep on moving.
Get over to the edge. Get going.
If they find my hands tied, they'll know.
They won't find them tied.
Hiram, do you think you can really run from the wrong you've done? No bullets, remember? I'm sorry, man.
Perhaps, as he always said, Marshal, must have been God's will. So you could be saved and he'd not have another life on his conscience to take with him.
I have you to thank for that. I do.
The only time in our life together, I went against his wishes.
She found us not a half mile from the ranch. Just after we had met up with Odie and his bunch.
I'm sorry for you, Mrs. Greener, and so are the people of your church. If there's anything they can do for you, you let me know.
Will they remember our people? Any of the good things he did?
Well, I can't say that, because he's done a terrible damage to them.
I know. He can never be forgiven it, I know. Except maybe by God. And by me. Because whatever else he was my husband. And I loved him.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
In the 1880s, there were many bandit gangs who plundered the Southwest, and among them were the very successful bank robbers called the Harlequins. 5 cunning killers who disguised themselves as clowns to conceal their identity, a device which enabled them to elude some of the most famous law officers of the West.
Stand back.
What kind of get-up's that?
It's one of the Harlequins. You've heard of them before.
A harlequin? You mean them bank robbers?
That's right. Let's see what he looks like.
A harlequin, huh? What might your real name be?
Oh, you needn't be asking me that, for I'll never tell you.
It doesn't matter. All we have to know is that he's a Harlequin. Get him over to Dr. Goodfellow, have him patch him up. I'm going to follow those others.
You'll find the Harlequins, it's a dead marshal you are. Meaning no disrespect to yourself, of course.
Thanks for the warning.
All right, give me a hand with Mr. Funnyface here.
What are we doing here? Why'd you make us stop?
I'll tell you later. Joe, put the horse in that abandoned mine shaft. Give me that money you're carrying. Well, we're in the clear now. We're out of sight in this shack. Gonna get me some sleep before we head on back to Tombstone.
Back? Well, now, that's a real brilliant idea. What about the money? We gonna take that back, too?
No, we're not gonna take that back, too. We'll hide it under the floor. That is, unless you've got a better idea.
No, I didn't mean to make you sore.
Well, start getting out of that rig.
Just the same, Tex. It ain't smart going back there.
We've been together 2 years. 2 years we had our agreement. One of us gets caught, the rest gets him out. Now, it's plain and simple. Y'all agreed to it, and there'll be no backing out now.
Look at it, sensible, Tex. Nobody knows us. We don't need Casey anymore.
That's right. We disappear and live like kings somewhere.
Now, you boys is overlooking just one little thing. Casey knows who we are.
Oh, he wouldn't tell nothing.
Oh, he'll be real quiet till we come get him. But the day he figures we're long gone, that's the day when everybody finds out who we are. Now, you savvy?
You know he's right. Tex, you think we lost that, Marshal?
Even Indian trackers would have a hard time following that trail in them rocks we come through. Well, you and Newt get started on that floor. And don't mark up the wood.
Well, Mr. Mayor, what am I going to do? I can't give those people their money, not all of them.
You've got enough on hand to pay out some, haven't you?
Sure, but that $50,000 last night, I can't replace it. No bank could.
You try to keep him satisfied until Wyatt gets back. Maybe he's had some luck.
It ain't gonna be easy getting Casey out of that jail.
Well, Marshall's got to go to bed sometimes, and he sleeps at the hotel. Oh, and Newt, you let me worry about it, huh? You just do what you're told, same as always.
Yeah, let Tex worry about it. Him and Casey's smart. I wish Casey's here now.
So does he, Tim. Tombstone will be full of cowboys just like we are. And we go in same as anybody. When the time's right, we move on to jail. All right?
I glad to see you. Did you have any luck?
Yep, all bad. Tracked in the rock country, lost the trail. Went beyond the brush country, still couldn't find it.
Well, so this whole town's in uproar. Everybody's scared to death, ain't gonna get their money. Well, it appears to me we're gonna have to take out a posse just to cool things down a mite, whether we catch them fellers or not.
Well, I got a hunch the Harlequins are gonna come back to Tombstone.
Come back for what?
Him, they gotta get him out.
With $50,000 to divide between them, they're clean across the border by now, or traveling first class to New York.
They're too smart to leave him behind. They've never been caught, and they've never been identified. All they have to do is to drift into Tombstone without their costumes and take their chances. We won't know who they are or where they are until it happens.
Well, sir, if you're right, we got a whopping job on our hands.
We've got one advantage, Mr. Gibbs. They gotta come in here to get at him.
Ah, lad. So you didn't catch me Harlequin boys after all. That's a pity now you had that massive long ride, all for nothing.
Well, any pity is yours, not mine. Oh, you can smile, but you're a liability to the Harlequins now that your face is known.
It's a clever fellow you are, Marshal Wyatt Earp, but you don't know it all. You see, my secret lies in the other things I be.
Such as keeping your mouth shut. Well, if the boys think that you won't talk, they can just let you stay here in jail and keep the money. Or kill you right in here, just to keep you from squealing on them.
You'll have to do better than that. I'm not frightened at all.
No? Well, try this one out. When you stand trial, the record of the Harlequins will put you in prison for the rest of your life. Even if we don't know what your name is.
And you'll never get me to trial. You have my promise on that.
I wouldn't count on breaking out of here if I were you. Your friends will never get you out of my jail. And I give you my promise on that.
Well, I'll be watching to see how you go about capturing the Harlequin boys. Oh, you're a bright one for certain. Good day to you, Marshal.
What do you say?
Nothing. He's waiting for a jailbreak.
You gonna put on extra deputies?
Just scare him off with too heavy a guard.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, he sure talks with a brogue, don't he?
And why would you be saying that, lad? Oh, 'tis a pity to be finding myself in jail, it is. There, now, be a good lad and unlock the door for me.
Well, burn my hide. You take him off better than he does himself. You know, White, you ought to have been one of them play actor fellers. That's darn good imitating.
What? Shotgun. How'd you make out?
I lost the trail.
Well, can you come down to the bank right away? Mr. Stacy says unless something's done, why, he's going to go bankrupt.
I don't know what I could do.
Well, at least you could talk to the man.
I'll not be long, lad. Keep your eyes peeled and your gun ready.
Oh, get along out of here, will you?
What's that all about?
Huh? Well, just imitating our prisoner.
Go on, Mr. Trent. Get right in there. Get right in there. Open up here.
Hold it right there, Philip. I want to talk to you. What's this I hear about the bank being robbed, cleaned out by a bunch of clowns?
You heard right, Mr. Clanton. You trying to say it wasn't your outfit?
Hush up. Every time anything happens around here, you think it's me. I run a big business, and my boys got plenty to do without messing around trying to rob banks. You done anything about finding that money? Is your vigilantes doing anything to help?
Now, you seem awful interested in law enforcement all of a sudden. How come?
Gee, Jehoshaphat, I got money in the place, that's why, and I'm getting it out right pronto. Then I'm going over to that Arizona bank and do the exact same thing. I ain't waiting for it to get robbed.
Clanton, you got any idea what'd happen if everybody does that? The banks would go broke and people will lose their money.
You're wasting your breath. Mr. Clanton doesn't care what happens to other people.
Well, now, I care enough to give you a piece of advice. You catch them fellas, or I'll see you fired right out from under that star you're strutting. Ain't no clown's gonna make a fool out of me.
So Emperor Clanton doesn't like outsiders pulling jobs in town. Well, that's too bad.
Never mind. You just start being a John Law, sonny, or take the consequences.
How about that? Clanton acting like an honest, righteous, outraged citizen.
Well, he's outraged, all right. But he did give me an idea. You tell Mr. Stacy I'll see him later.
Where you going?
Tell you when I get back.
Mr. Borden, all I'm asking you to do is to loan some of your bank's cash to the Tombstone Bank. You'll get it back, sir.
I don't see any reason for helping a competitor, Marshal. It's his own fault that he was robbed. Pure carelessness.
He takes the same precautions you do, sir. And that's beside the point.
I'm sorry. I can't agree. Why, if people found out what I was doing, there'd be a run on my bank.
Sir, if I could guarantee that nobody would find out about it, would you do it?
Why should I?
Because if the Tombstone Bank goes broke, there'll be a financial panic that would ruin everybody. Do you want that?
Why, no, of course not.
Then do as I ask you, sir. We could make the transfer of the money sometime after midnight.
All right. Meet me at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. I'll be here.
I'm out.
3 kings. Who is it?
Tex.
Lock it again. Come over here.
All right, now I want one of you boys just window all the time. Don't take your eyes off the jail. Anybody comes out, anybody goes in. I want to know about it. All right?
I went back and got me a real good look at that jail. It ain't gonna be hard at all. We'll just wait till the marshal leaves, the deputy goes on patrol, and shoo, Casey's out. All right, let's deal a card, see how it's running tonight.
Nothing happened?
Nothing except I'm getting darn hungry.
Go get yourself some chow. Get something for the prisoner, too. He'll be around here a while.
Anything I hate is a sitting around and waiting for something to happen. I'd rather be in a shootout.
Maybe we can help it along.
Well, I sure hope so, because I just ain't cut out for this.
Tex. That big deputy just left.
Marshal, stay inside?
Yeah.
Keep watching. Now, what do you have?
I'll take 2.
Well, Mr. Mayor?
What? Well, I checked the Cosmopolitan Hotel like you asked me to. 4 men registered in today. They're in a room overlooking the jail.
Fine. Next, you ask Mr. Stacy to close up the bank regular hours, post an announcement that he will be paying withdrawals again tomorrow.
Now, wait a minute. Why he can't do that? He won't have the currency.
He'll have enough by morning. Not the hold-up money, but he'll have enough from another source.
All right. I'll tell him. Wyatt, you aren't sticking your neck out, are you?
Yeah, way out. Out to here. But I thank you for asking. That's done. Your vigilantes ready?
Well, I got 4 picked men. Going to meet me in exactly 13 minutes. Oh, Taylor brought those packages for you, Wayne.
I told you where I lost the trail of those Harligans.
Yeah.
You have your men stay out of sight.
Don't worry. We'll do our job. You just take care of yourself, boy. Shotgun.
What you got there, a new suit?
Here, put these on.
Put it on? What for? I can't wear your clothes.
They're not mine. They're your size. Taylor's been working all day trying to get them ready for you.
Well, you gonna tell me the scheme, or you gonna let me guess?
I want you to dress up like me. Go out the front, pretend like you're heading for my hotel. But you cut around and come in the rear door. Put your own clothes on, then pretend to go on patrol.
Well, what are you gonna be doing that you can't go?
Faith and I'll be getting rid of our clown the while. We'll put the dear lad out and me in his cell.
Yeah, I see. That's a pretty tricky idea, Wyatt.
There's one part of this I haven't told you yet.
Yeah, I know. Don't warn me about not shooting nobody. I ain't gonna shoot unless I have to.
No. We're gonna let him get their man. I mean, I'll be in Casey's clothes.
Oh, no, you ain't. You'll get yourself killed, so you can just forget about that right now.
That's the only way I can find out where the money's hidden.
There ain't no bank worth getting yourself killed over. We'll capture them when they come in here, and that's enough right there.
You and the vigilantes will be following me, Mr. Gibbs.
Yeah? How far back?
Just far enough so we can't hear the horses.
Wyatt, if you get yourself killed and I help you do it, I'll never get over it.
I won't get killed.
And now put on your new clothes, there's the lad. And be trusting me the once.
All right. Ain't my style.
Marshal just left, Tex.
Deputy still there?
Yeah.
Keep watching.
Good. Now get your own outfit on and get back here as soon as you can.
Tex. The deputy's leaving.
All right, boys. That's what we've been waiting for. On our Newt. You go down the back way. Get the horses. Take them to the alley behind the jail. You got that?
Yeah.
All right. Get your tote bag. Go get them. You give Newt 2 minutes, then follow him down the back way. You go out the front, I'll follow you in 2 minutes. Now cut around behind the jail quick as you can and wait for me. All right, go get it.
Well, how do I look?
Right. And how is it now, lad? You'd never know it was my own dear self, now would you?
I sure wouldn't. You better get in that cell while you still got time.
Don't wait too long to follow me.
Casey! How come you still got that rig on?
And what do you think I'd be wearing this night? I've been expecting you some time, I have.
I don't get sore. Sorry we took so long, but it couldn't be helped.
hurt?
My arms, there's only a scratch. Come on.
Take your saddlebags. We got the money in that shack, Casey, and it's hid real good.
You did the right thing, my boy. We'll be getting it and then going our way.
Get started on the floor. You don't have to worry about us being followed, Casey.
They probably don't even know you're gone yet.
Ain't you gonna get out of that rig? We ain't got all day.
Yeah, Casey, how come you hadn't took off your mask?
Tis not a ghost you're seeing, lads.
Marshal up at Tombstone, you're under arrest.
Hold it.
Reach!
You all right, White?
Yeah. Mr. Gibbs, put the handcuffs on him.
All right, boys, put some iron on them.
You and the vigilantes take him on back to town. Mr. Clement and I'll take the money.
Well, the bank's sure going to be glad to see you, White.
All I want out of this is to see Mr. Clanton's face when he hears we caught those no-good clowns.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপর তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরো যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি সিআইডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন। স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
গাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না না, আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি জিমি জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু। যাচ্ছে সব বাইক কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে, শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
যা
Em bốc lửa được dở ngay vậy, ngay như điên mà chịu xuống. Cung xanh à? Đáy máu. Đáy máu. À đây. Đúng ra thì buồn lắm rồi. Buồn lắm em ơi. Biết trách ơi. Đâu lên được rồi. Ôi, 18 mẫu 2 sao nữa. Thiếu tận 68 tiền cơ. Mới có 53 tiền. Chưa đủ. Bay nữa ông thầy. Bay như hack rồi. Bay khác thì hack đâu. Mình phải áp cái file được mà. Asma. Chi hết lava dragon. À cái cục lava phế mà. Thấy khỏe hơn. Thề vừa đánh oan nó còn chết cơ. Thằng thì top 1. À bạn cao thằng top 1 vậy. Thắng top 1 này. Nếu sao thắng là thằng top 1 rồi. Phải thắng không vậy? Bắn nhỉ. Nhanh ghét. Thắng đi. Chưa thắng rồi, gần thắng. Khiếp, mày bắn toàn để chiêu bắn được mà. Đéo có đam. What the hell, 5 phép. Chịu rồi. Toàn 5 phép ạ. Ra gì à? Ra sẽ khó lắp bù làm mau đấy. Cầu nguyện đi. Thằng cũng hôm nay nghỉ mà. Nhớ hôm nay chắc con rồi. Là bản thân cũng vậy. Mẹ thằng kia rồi. Mày máu sống không vậy? Sống phải ra ria đi. Kéo ra ria thua đấy. Mày đánh thằng rừng đâu? Thằng đánh thằng sĩ vậy. Thằng sĩ của tao vậy. Hay. Xếp mấy nữa là hay. Đấy ơi, mày. Nếu được rồi, không hay. Vẫn thua. Vẫn thắng.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ। দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক। যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার। জানি গল্পে গল্পে, মিশে অল্পে অল্পে, আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার। ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল, যে তোমাকে পেলাম। গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই, আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন
Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Mày chuẩn. Mày chuẩn. 10 lap. Mắc chưa vậy? Đây từ phong tỏa. Vị trí định. Perfect. One guy, perfect landing. Xoay đều, xoay đều. Xoay đều mày tí cắm lồng đất à còn nữa không cắm lồng đất nên là đi vào đấy cả cắm lồng đất thôi cũng được có 2 để kiếm đi bớt wow wow các cái đồ à rồi mạnh quá không hết đồ chuẩn chỉ không? Có thread này. What the hell? Tụi lối thầy à tụi uống được. Lối này. Hai 25 củ à? Đây 10 lần là 200 củ ấy. Mày 104 lap, 51 lap. 55 à? Như bay quý nhà thầy mà. Nhanh điết. Vừa nhanh. Các bạn là gấp tiếp theo ngay lập tức. Thần dừng không? Ôi, xuân nói kêu cửa.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Được. Khổng lồ, một khổng lồ cái gì đấy? Mở ruồn. Cảnh vệ. Thần dương, 2 thần dương vật trời nhiều. 2 khổng lồ. À không. Cảnh vệ sư đánh rồi xong. Nhà tranh bài của tớ làm ơn đấy. Đâu đấy? Ngày phải đấy nhở? Cứ chơi chứ. 14 lap nhanh nhẹn. Bị bớt 4 rồi à, 1.2 à. Dương ơi, đây chuyển chuột tội. Thú tượng với cả giáp máu ánh sáng, cái nào ánh sáng ngon hơn? Đây mà. Bình gì 200 lap ấy, không tật này. À 51 này, 200 lap được đấy. Được 200 lap. À không nhả nhớ được rồi. Chạm tay à. 19. Nhớ là được 190 mà. 200 lap của thầy ơi. Bớt trong đủ 80 củ bớt lần nữa ăn đét vậy rồi tao bớt lần nữa xong rồi tao mới cút về kia bớt 5 ấy xong rồi mình cút về kia được bình chia lên nhà đã chia ra bình rồi xong lên 9 đã chia xong rồi lên 9 xong rồi lên 9 thì mình được xét và là bình full form rồi form này có nhắc được cái gì đâu what chứ sao không nhắc được hắc ám kìa nhắc được tử thần hắc ám chỉ có June thôi anh sẽ bay một chỗ ác quỷ nhỉ mèo 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 không vậy thắng quay xóa được à đầu ấy à 53 củ thêm mấy lap nữa new record lại 200
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ রাতের এক রূপ দিনের আর বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বন আরে ব্রো সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয় কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে
বসুন
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত তাই না আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে
হাই ইউ লুক গুড
থ্যাংক ইউ
ý là sao nó không tự làm được ấy. Chưa chôn. Yes, nhà tỷ đô mới rủ cô anh cầm đồ mà chỉ được cái mác của chơi chúng rồi nhặt quả trứng này. Anh cầm đồ mà chỉ được cái wow yes sir broccoli chạy hơn mở đi thôi mày đùa tao. Cái phòng tập tạ đông nhất chịu phòng tập tạ đơn đông như lợn mãi vì sao vậy người tao phải vào. Nó chỉ cái gì đấy chúng tao cái nhà một tí rebirth mày em ơi, rebirth nó giảm hết sức mạnh mà đúng cái nịt rebirth xong còn đúng cái nịt review ít sao phải rebirth xong phải nhận sao để bù lại ấy. Sức mạnh này em up một cái viết ở nhà em của anh ấy cái một tiếng không gọi đi anh nhau ấy mà anh quay sau em vào quay luôn đấy. Hôm qua hôm qua ngày mùng 5 năm 7 Bình Chi Linh có bấm viết mùng 4 không? Mùng 5 chắc chắn một tiếng mùng 5 rồi biết có không? Đó rồi cũng bấm một tiếng đã trổ quá. Thích không? Thích mình thích không cho quay chung máy không? Đâu? Cái đấy giờ nó à? Mày gì? Đâu? Mày cứ vứt luôn chì vào cái trong túi tao khắc áp lại vào sau, tao khắc sửa tao khắc chỉnh sau. Mày cứ áp thẳng vào trong túi, áp thẳng vào vai trọng túi ấy. Ở đây, áp vào đây. Tao áp vào ngoài đấy trước xong tao mới cho vào sau mà. Nhìn biết mà. Wow, ở cái tên file có ngày mà mày nhìn thấy à? Tên các file có ngày 2024-07-03 đấy, ngày đấy. Tao làm chủ biết. Sao thế? Nếu mà không có biết đâu khác. Không, ngày mai thì như thế. Phải không nhỉ? Như thế rồi. Mùng 4 tao quay không? Mùng 4 tao quay không nhỉ? Tao mày mùng 4 quay không nhỉ? Tại tao không thấy. Tại tao lại viết mùng 4 tao mới hỏi. Rồi áp rồi mà áp rồi không? Mùng 3 2 rồi, một cái là tí nhóc. Cái thằng yêu khôi tập rất vẩn nhá. Cái anh đang tập một máy đúng không? Anh tập đủ 3 set trở lên này, 3 hoặc 4 này. Anh đang tập được 2 set rồi, xong nó tập xong một lần máy đấy xong nó đổi máy nó bảo ê ra chỗ kia đi. Gì? Mày đổi chỗ không? Cái tập một cái một tí thôi. Xong đang tập tay đâu mà ra chạy ra tập vụ cơ. Xong tao bảo nó là bảo nó đang học quen lại với máy. Biết em ơi, nó bảo nó nghỉ lâu rồi thế nó làm quen lại. Cái phí lợn 140 ok rồi. Thực sự là cái chỗ này cho chỉ các kiểu ấy phải với nhau đét mà anh cái kết bạn. Thằng Tuấn tối nay đi date quốc tiếp về của con Chu Bảo Châu xong nó bảo anh em ở nhà quay cho anh thì đéo vợ chúng tao tuôn tao chuồn tao sao con bảo là tối bận đi quốc tiếp chùa châu gì mày đùa bố. Không, nhưng mà đi làm cái việc gì ta đúng việc chứ, việc người khác bắt mình làm chôn à? Mày thích không mình làm được không? Xong việc của mình đã xong thì gì? đã đâu lưng sắn, đã đâu lưng sắn. Anh tưởng là anh biết là anh nghĩ là bảo bọn bố ghép mặt vào xong có tính tiền vít đấy của bọn bố không? Có tính tiền vít đấy là của bọn bố không? Bảo vẫn các bà thích đấy là bọn anh em mình làm chứ nhỉ? Xuân bố à? Thích hộ không? Thích hộ không? Thích hộ không? Em quỷ đấy 200 rồi này. Rồi anh nhớ lại anh nhập đồ anh quay chứng mà cho là dễ phải kéo chơi game này. Mình làm chơi game này 1 tiếng lên. Với anh đi về xong rồi mấy chút sóc ấy. Sóc đầu ngực kéo chịu. Sóc đầu ngực không mà. Và tập xong rồi xong đi về mới lại sóc về xong rồi sóc cả cái đau ngực kéo chịu. Anh thấy nó vui, thấy vui gầy lắm. Nó không thắt cân được thật ý, nó gầy vãi. Hay nói nhìn như cái quỷ tệ. Cái lúc mà tập cái máy ngược cái tay nhìn như cái quỷ ấy, buồn cười nó chịu được. Buồn cười mấy lúc cái tập buồn cười. Hiểu à? Là mày không quay được, là quay mấy tiếng rồi. Là mày quay mấy tiếng rồi vô. Cái gì vậy? Ôi, anh rebirth rồi. Của anh là cụ đi gì rồi, anh là vua, anh rebirth rồi, anh là vua được chưa? Tên của anh là vua. Vậy cách làm béo cách farm cực kỳ nhanh là vào tháp infinite cho tài, farm cực kỳ binh chi linh. Vào đây là trước kéo nhau mà, nếu hiểu. Bao nhiêu? 20 phút rồi, anh quay 1 tiếng á. Đúng rồi. Cho nó anh tưởng nó béo đánh liên minh cơ. Sao đánh? Vua zero à? Vua zero. Vua ba à? Vua ba cô ba có mấy cái chết này đi mua đồ ấy. Mua đồ ấy. Mấy thằng ấy toàn mấy thằng ảo giá thôi, cứ bán sự đắt thì bán như vậy. Anh mua rồi mà anh quỷ chết mà. Anh quỷ chết kiểu đấy mà. Phải đổi xe gói lên tô để xem thằng nào bán giá hợp lý nhất thì mình mua. Còn phút. Ra mình đi farm đồ chị cho nó. Phải chưa? Sao bị mất? Đến hạn đóng tiền sao? Thằng kia nó chưa báo. Thằng anh chưa bảo, thằng anh chưa bảo đóng tiền thì anh chưa chuyển nó phải bảo cơ mà anh mới chuyển tiền. Nó nhắm vào nhóm thì bọn anh chuyển. Nhóm vẫn là cái nhóm ở trong trước bọn anh học academic với nhau ấy. Còn một broccoli trong vlog à? Chuẩn đấy. The basic. Giật vào đen. Game này nhìn giống người mà, game đấy mấy thằng người còn nhớ mày còn nhìn giống người tí đỡ cuối vuông. Chẳng qua không qua tu thằng ngắm nhiều ấy. Anh giá Ơi mình đủ à? Quay được 10 tiếng một ngày không? Quay được 10 tiếng một ngày không bro? Mày 10 tiếng một ngày. Nổi không? Một nghỉ phát đến sáng không? Được. Đừng chửi được. Rồi mà mình em chơi treo này xong đá được mà mình chạy đi. Nó bảo là phải dùng cái con chuột này để di màn hình, góc màn hình liên tục cái này đéo. Nhưng mà là anh nghĩ là có cái đéo gì vợ ấy trôn mũ à, thỉnh thoảng thôi chứ. Được mà. Có cái ông có cái gì rồi mà, có cái auto click mà gì. Thực ra không cần đâu Nam mà mày biết cái phím di chuyển được không? Mấy phím di chuyển ấy, mũi tên ấy, đấy mấy phím đấy cũng xoay màn hình được mà. Mấy phím đấy xoay màn hình được mà Nam. Mấy phím đấy xoay màn hình được mà.